did you look for me? I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banana. Did you check on me? Did you check on me? Now did you notice me? I've been drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? Now did you look for me? I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banana. Did you check on me? Did you check on me? Now did you notice me? Did you notice me? Alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me?
Libyanka, Becky G, breaking. Also new from Georgia Smith, this joint Try Me is fire out here.
Ask me about me again. You know it's the feeling. You should read between these. Ask me about me again. Even when my heart decline, nothing worse when I don't. Go ahead, trap me. Cause I'm safe behind these walls. Think you can take me through the fog. I'm no childish, yeah, you can try me. I change. There's only been one thing that I change. Nothing is ever enough. I don't have to tell you what I changed. Oh, no. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you what I changed. There's only been one thing that I changed. Nothing is ever enough. I don't have to tell you what I changed. No, no. I'm gonna tell you that I think too fast at times. I try to keep it out, but it don't work even though I try to forget it. Even though I try to forget it. I know that it's hard to ignore it. I know that it's hard to blame me. Go and chat me. I change. There's only been one thing that I change. Nothing is ever enough. I don't have to tell you what I changed. Oh, no. 'Cause I'm not gonna tell you what I changed. Only been one thing that I changed. Nothing is ever enough. I don't have to tell you what I changed. No, no. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you that. Hoping I've learned. Take back your word. My habit of whole life. I know myself. I know I wasn't the only one that has been through what I had. Can you wait for this second to please somebody else other than your needs? You got a lot left on these seats. Your heart's not on your sleeve. Try to believe me though. Gotta listen, gotta learn, gotta live, gotta fight, gotta learn, and your mind's made up. Let's say your mind's made up. Gotta live, gotta learn.
I interviewed these brothers dinner party. This is
All
Terrence
right.
Kamasi, Washington.
Turn this off.
Alongside
Hi guys. I'm gonna let this play out a little bit because you're gonna find it extremely interesting. See who we've got in here. Yes. Can't believe Kathy got Summer's jacket. I for sure wouldn't listen to any of the bullshit that's going on YouTube right now. They're scrambling. They are scrambling. Hi, you guys. Welcome into WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Muffin Top, my wonderful mod. Welcome, welcome in. Colleen, Liz, Sugar Bee, Rhonda, Fiona, hi. GH White, oh, this is great, especially on a Monday. Pit Mom, Justice coming soon. Yeah, it's showtime is right. Just going through this, you guys. So much shit to go over. Okay, so I started with this little video just for A, I wanted to waste a little time, and B, it's gonna really pull into what I'm doing today. You guys, before I get started, I have like 111 pages to go through. Hi, Rhonda, Brenda, long gone. You guys, I love it. Welcome in. So before I get started, I do want to say that there's a lot going on YouTube right now where there's a lot of the creators that have been with us. It's coming 2 years. And they are scrambling. And when I say scrambling, I mean they're scrambling for content because they want you to ignore the facts, really. Ignore what's going on behind the scenes. They want you to ignore the YouTube channels that are covering information and content that is going to make a difference in these cases, and not covering arguing and fighting and nonsense and the jacket and this and that and Don and JODIESUEBROWN fighting. It's a joke. And they do it really well, and they know that they have your guys' attention because they have been doing it since June 15th of 2021. And no one's gotten busted. So they're really good at what they do. And the listeners are really, really good at following their lead. They're really good at following the lead because they're following them and they're listening instead of discussing other things that are going on in all the other cases and the other cases that are showing content and elements that are connected. They're not repeating that stuff. They're repeating things that are not going to bring justice. Just because Don Wells and Jody Sue sat and swore at each other and had a stupid conversation, that's all anyone is. Hey, listen, I listened to it too. I watched and listened to it, but I listened to it and watch it through the ears and eyes of a different way that most of other people do. I'm not saying you guys here on my channel. You guys here on my channel are here because you understand that there's something going on beneath the surface. So when I say you guys, I'm not saying you guys that are listening to my channel. The ones that come in and put their dumb fucking finger down, yeah, they're the dumbasses that are just go change. Don't stay here. Don't listen to the channel because obviously you have to be somewhere else. You shouldn't be here because it's not going to make a difference to bringing justice to the kids. All it's going to do is fill your cup because you put your finger down. We don't give a shit. We're not children. We're not 12. We don't care. We don't care. And you're not going to get anyone in my chat room that's going to give a shit. Not at all. Because we're here for one reason and one reason only. It's to bring justice to the children who are waiting for it, to the ones that show the story. The ones that send all this information that really bogs me down. I don't sit up and wait and say, okay, speak to me. They're just speaking and giving information and putting the pieces together so I could show you guys the pieces together. They're not saying, oh, go turn on Justin for All and go watch him do what he's doing as he plays the fight over again and tries to rattle everybody up. I turn it on so I could see beneath what's going on. And it's really crystal clear to me. Thank you, guys. It's really crystal clear. It's ridiculous how crystal clear it is. And the purpose here that I have here, WCAN Network, is to hope to show other people how crystal clear it is so we could come together and bring justice for the children. They're somewhere underground, and they're not all dead. They're somewhere underground being abused, sexually trafficked. They're being they are being worked like slaves. They are being traded for drugs. They are being completely sexually abused. As I sit here right now doing my live, that is what's happening underground in areas no one wants to talk about. That's what we should be talking about. Not talking about how fucking Jody Sue decided to ream out Don. You guys, they create that. They're putting the narrative together. They create the script. That's a script that was written for you guys to look over there. So you don't look over here about what I'm going to be going over on Jody Sue. So you're like, oh, she's such a good person. She's just like so much better than Don. Well, guess what? They're all in the same bucket. They're all playing in the same sandbox. Same thing. Now, also understand when I give names and I give channels, it's not about them because I don't know who Jody Sue is. I'm going to show you 10 different photos of Jody Sue. I'm going to show you so many other people that act like her, but it's really not her. And you know that I'm getting close because you dumbasses keep coming in here. Just sit and listen. Just go sit and listen. That's it. Sit and listen. Because this video that I'm showing you right now, I'm showing the people that are new because I know I have new listeners. And I know those new listeners are very freaking confused. I know those new listeners are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't understand. I know that because they told me. Other than going back to the 600 plus videos that I've created, because it is hard, you need to go to the ones that are Elements Only series. Start at Elements Only series for those that are new. It will help and start with part 1. So far, I think there's 8 or 9 parts, and I try my best to lay it out because actually that series is being made into a documentary that's being sent into Sundance Film Festival. That's why I did it. So I'd love your guys' input if you could understand it or not, because just because I think you understand it does not mean that anyone understands it, because I speak a completely different language than most people. Really do speak a different language. It's called spirit language. So sometimes I could think I'm saying something and I didn't. Just like in my last live, you guys, I don't know if you noticed, I wanted to play this little clip. I said in my video, where is it? Oh, maybe I didn't send it. Oh, wait, let me send it to, oh shit, I hope I didn't erase it. In my last video, if you guys listen to the first 20 seconds, I say something about a box. Actually, I could play it off my phone. Duh. Okay, here. I say something about a box. And it, let's see. All right, let me start it from the beginning.
Notifications, right?
Okay, so I'm going to start from the beginning and listen how I blur something out that I didn't even know I said until I listened back to myself. Listen to this. Hello, hello. Sorry I changed it to 7 instead of 7:30. Listen. That's why it's good to get the box. That's why it's good to get... Hear that? I said that's why it's good to get the box. I'll play it again. And I didn't know I said that until I listened back. Here. Notifications, right? Because things do change over here. My schedule is crazy. Welcome in, you guys. I'm so excited to see you all in here. Amazing. Welcome to WCIA Network. Oh, wait. Let me go back. Way back. Okay. Okay, here it goes. Hello, hello. Sorry I changed it to 7 instead of 7:30. That's why it's good to get the box. That's why it's good to get notifications, right? So that's why I listen back to myself. So I said that as we were watching. It's in my last video. It's in the first 20 seconds. And I say that's why it's good to get the box as I'm watching the video of Don Wells by that door that is the door of Summer Moon Wells that Don worked on for like 2 freaking years, and it has that little video of the machine in it. I didn't know I said that's why it's good to get the box. And then I acted, and then what happens then, that's called channeling. That's pure channeling, because that makes no freaking sense. That's why it's good to get the box. And then I don't even know I said it, and then I'm like, yeah, and that's why it's good to get alerted. I'm like, oh, wow. So what that tells me is the box is what you got to get. There is a box. That's why it's good to get the box. There's a box. So the box is super, super important. Yeah, that door, Fiona, is huge piece of evidence. Now, my angels send me messages and send me information in order for me to put things together to get to the next step of how to help bring justice. So when I listen, this is a perfect example. So when I listen to the chaos and stupid shit that's going on YouTube, I listen for like things that stick out at me. It's like, I've explained this before, like words will just stick out, or something will just be louder than other words. And the word box, if you all hear, my listeners here, you guys are extremely intuitive, you're extremely connected, and you have a gift of knowing. What have they been talking about for the last 48 hours? They've been talking about the memory box. Summer's memory box. I am putting it out there that box holds all of the information to what happened to Summer. That's called the memory box. It is a box. It's an actual box. And that is why the jacket was put in that box. The jacket that was in that box is the jacket that Summer Moon Wells showed photos of her very last photos, even though I know that this wasn't her last day in her last photo. This photo, for those that are new, was a video back June 16th. Trophy box, correct. It's a trophy box. On the morning of June 16th, those who had the news on and listened to true crime, I happened to have the Tennessee news station on because that's when I got out of the hospital for a month. And I told you all of this was channeled to me on the 28th of April. That was when I said I'm setting up my office. My husband got me a big TV. I'm setting up the TV that has all these ridiculous channels. On June 16th, I'm setting up the TV, and what pops up is a news station from Tennessee, which I would never had on if, in fact, it wasn't setting up my TV. It had like this smart TV stuff in it, right? And there was Summer Moon in this jacket, sitting on the milk jugs, as we're being told this is her last photo because all of this happened to her. She was taken, yada yada. I'm like, holy shit. And I knew the story. This jacket is a trophy for her parents. A trophy for her parents. This is in her box. This box will never be looked at by the law enforcement. Never. So when they started talking about that yesterday and today, that's how my spirit guides work. They speak to me within a time distance that will help put the story together, right? Because they know. And they know it's the box. Summer knows it's the box. This box is shown in this dude, Scott Skulls, whatever's videos. His videos are really, really great bits of information that pull a lot of story together. I started playing it like this because you guys know when I go through videos and stop between frames, see those frames in there? The truth lies beneath the deep fake. The deep fake are the frames that surround the main frame that has all the information. So when I show you a video like this, I usually don't put videos up, but I'm doing this right now because I know, because I'm appreciative to the new listeners, right? And I also understand the frustration. So when I show videos like this, and I say, I'm going to take a screenshot, deep fake. Like, oh, this is all deep fake. It's all covered up. How they cover it up is in a way they could share the story, because the story, I'm taking some screenshots as I talk, the story needs to be told. The story needs to be shared. Why? I have no freaking idea. That's just what this group does. This group needs to tell their story, and they need to show their story. This video happens to show what's going on in the underground, I believe, where Summer Moon Wells went. I believe in this exact underground. So when I say deep fake, and I keep moving this cursor, the frames between the frames that you are meant to see, the ones that are on the sides, and a deep fake is what people hide beneath the video. Deep fake is really common. It's nothing new, and it's actually pretty damn easy to do. It's these frames that are telling the story of Summer Moon Wells. So after almost 2 years of putting these frames together, I started grouping them together as elements. So I only keep the frames that show themselves as one of my top 7 elements. This one I would never keep. This one that is between this dude's video is an element. This right here is showing the head in the machine. So I just did this one live. This here, you guys could take a screenshot of yourself, for yourself, so you could do this, your own exercise. Take a screenshot of this, open it up, brighten it up, and look at it. This is the machine that holds the head in the fake car. Never changes. So why does Scott Scholes have this in his video? Well, I always say it's either one of 2 reasons. Either he knows it's there or he doesn't. If he doesn't know it's there, why haven't they reported it? He knows that I put this up there. All those channels know what I do. So if in fact they don't know, if you didn't know that this stuff was in your videos and you knew that it showed elements of a child underground that could help Summer Moon Wells' missing children, wouldn't you do something about it? Here's another one. The elements on this person's counter are the little teeny silver heads connected to those little white pieces. And I show this all the time. Even the handles, they are all elements that I've been showing. They try to stick it in here where they think you don't see it. But after so many months going over the same elements that don't change, they don't change. These are critters. They're critters. They don't stop. They don't change. So I could play with this all day long and give you elements, and I'm not just saying, oh my goodness, there's an element that looks like a clown. No. They're elements that completely, perfectly match the Summer Moon Wells' missing children. That right there is a stick with the green head, and that's the machine that goes over the head. It's right there. It shouldn't be in his video. Beside the point that it's an element, why are these faces and these elements in Scott's video while he's painting? So I don't care about him. And that's what I say all the time. I don't care about you, Scott. Not at all. You're telling your story. Your story's your story. This is obviously your story because you're telling it through your video. Your story isn't what I really give a shit about. It's to explain the story of how the children see it. It's to explain the story how when they see this, what that means to them. So what they're doing is they're telling me where this is, what it feels like, the weather in which they feel the air. They cannot see. They're in the dark. Many of them cannot see through their eyes. So I don't care what you're doing in this video, because it's the story beneath your frickin' video that helps bring justice to the children. This is a painting of Summer Moon Wells next to her tree with her favorite swing. You see, and by every stroke of your pen, wherever the hell you're doing in here, speaks the story through spirit to me. I didn't know I did this shit. I knew I was always doing something goofy and blah, 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 but this is what my livelihood is turned to. When people's livelihoods are turned to something like this, it's not for those that are really, I believe, good, like I am, and what I do. We didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. I didn't. I thought I was going into fertility, like working at an office for fertility. That's what I was lining myself up to do. And then when shit shows itself to you spiritually and keeps tapping at your door saying, we need you to do this, because somewhere towards the end of this, it's going to prevail, that justice is going to come and it's going to show, and this will be part of the story, is what I'm sharing. You sort of, trust me, I tried to ignore it. And then I realized how big it really was and how important it really was. It's a difficult space to be in for those that know what that space feels like. It creates yourself, see all these elements? It creates yourself to be very sensitive with other people. It creates a sense of sensitivity when you're in big rooms. And it's not fun. So the only thing that I know that I could hold on to and hold tight to is the fact that this is going to make a ginormous difference. And why do I think that? Because nothing else makes sense to me. It doesn't. I don't even explain this shit to my family. They don't want to hear it. Why would they want to hear it? The only other time that I have spurted something out that I noticed was the people here that knew me from Magical Boardroom. Let me see. I think I have. Yeah, here's the audio. This is the audio. Listen to when I say big shed. I didn't know I said it again until I listened back. I wouldn't say smell the coffee because I love coffee. Wake up and smell the blood. Wake up and smell the blood. Big shed. So I'm going to show you something now. See, like I just said, big shed in the middle of nothing. And I didn't know I said it. I didn't even, it's like I went into a zone when I said, wait, where's my Sunday? When I said, wake up and smell the blood. Like, oh, where did it go? I went into like a zone. So when I was saying wake up and smell the blood, what the spirits used was me, and I said big shed. So when I say big shed and box, there is no question in my mind, 110% for me, positively, those are elements. Because why would I say that? I wouldn't. And that's when I was looking in the camera. That's when I showed myself. But I do it this way, not because I don't want to show myself. I don't care. One day my documentary is going to show me. It's easier for me to do this. This is a way that I find when I'm looking at photos, which was, again, introduced to me that this is how I do it. It was introduced to me, again, a very scary way. But that's when I knew I need to look at the photos, and the photos change. And that's when I started saying to everyone in my chat room, I love my WCAA network family over here. You guys are amazing. Please put a number 1 if you see what I see. And the first time I said that, I remember being so scared that no one was going to put a 1 in chat. I'm like, oh, please tell me you see what I see. Oh my God, please tell me you see what I see. Like I was like waiting, because in the beginning, no one saw what I saw. I don't even know how I saw it. I saw it through my third eye. I was being told stories. We didn't have all of this information that's been thrown into YouTube. So, again, that's a little bit of a breakdown of, hopefully that will help those that are new, and those that are, going to be new subscribers. Please subscribe if you haven't. That's wonderful. And for those who are looking to learn something different, rather than hopefully turning away from the drama and the screaming of these YouTube creators that have been here since day one, doing the same thing. And by the way, those are the channels I get all my information from. Those are the channels that are giving me the frames beneath the deep fake. So anytime they do something like that, and I'll show you, Jodie Sue Brown's is all I'm using today, along with, let's see, Benny Keys, of course, Don and Candace's, and this one is from the family I follow. So there's certain photos that I have been able to retrieve that actually show the whole entire situation. And those that will do their homework, those who have been following me, see it. And those who don't know what I'm talking about, you got to do your homework. And I'm going to try my hardest to keep explaining it up front, but you got to do your homework. After 600 plus videos, it's really tough to, explain it in a nutshell, especially when I'm channeling. I don't know what I'm doing. I get up here and I don't have a plan other than all these photos I put together. And then as I'm looking at them and talking over them, the story creates its own story, right? Because I don't know why I put this photo up, but what I do know is this is the photo I needed to start with. And now, as I'm talking, it makes sense. Because I just told you all these videos have given me all my elements that are set in stone. I'm done with my elements. They could do whatever they want to do. I don't need them to give me any more videos. I have all the videos from 2021, June 15th. Actually, June 15th, the night of, starting with Jodie Sue Brown. I don't need any more of the bullshit. And let me tell you, some of these creators have decided to put their videos up differently. Like they think that just because they're putting it up differently and you can't see, just FYI, for those I know that listen to my channel, it doesn't matter if your little teeny corners are blurry now. Doesn't matter. I don't need it to be blurry or not blurry. I just use those so it's an aid. You don't have to do shit. You just have to sit there. I know what's going on in your room. You don't have to do anything. Jody Sue just sits there and doesn't talk. That's the best. Oh, when she keeps her mouth shut, that's the best thing for me. I don't want her talking. I don't want her moving. Nothing. Nothing. All I got to see is the room her ass is sitting in. That's it. I don't need to see anything other than the photo. That's it. Nothing more needs to be shown to me. So whatever shows to you guys as you look at this video and these pictures is what you need to be seeing in the moment. Everyone's reality is different because everyone's reality is different in the moment. Some people are going to be saying in chat, holy shit, look at how the little speckles and the lights are getting brighter. It's because you are ready to see the green face and what's going on in the fire. And you're ready to notice the little speckles flying around because those speckles fly around everywhere. They flew around Kylie Rodney's. They flew around Idaho 4, Gabby Petito, Michael Vaughn, Harmony Montgomery, Serenity McKinney, the Watts, the Wells, the Watts, the Valos. Some of you are going to be noticing, the number E in the back, the white machinery that's sitting on the green bench, and the green bench has a face. It's all in here. But because everyone sits in a different space in their own reality, you're going to see it. Some people are going to see it differently until their minds are ready. Maybe the trauma in your life is going to keep you from seeing it deeper than that. That doesn't mean that you don't see it or you're right or wrong. That just means your body's protecting yourself. It's protecting you from seeing something that you're not ready to see. That's all. That's all. It doesn't mean anything more than that. Nothing more than that. So if you see something differently, that's because you need to. That's it. It's not that, oh my God, I don't know what the fuck she means by speckles. That's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. Like when I watch now the news, holy shit, I wish I didn't see the things I see now. It's really upsetting. It makes me question so much more than I've ever questioned in my whole life. Like who and what and where and why is this happening? Like, doesn't anyone else see that thing coming out of her head? And the reason I see it is because it's in all my videos. And the reason they could put it in there, especially in Lori Vallow's trial, is because most people aren't going to notice it. And if they do, they sure in the hell aren't going to call it out. Oh my God, how embarrassing would that be for them, is what they're saying. Why? Because we've been taught, the world has taught you that if you see those things, you're crazy. If you speak those things, you're crazy. And the only reason people say that to you is because you're scaring the shit out of them. It's the only reason. Because you brighten this shit up, you make it a little brighter, And it's not what it appeared to be the first time you just looked at it. It isn't. And then I give you my spiritual read on it. Does not mean you're going to all see it. This is the exact sacrifice that every one of my victims I talk about here have gone through. This photo actually represents the victim's sacrifice. Now, how I know that is because it has every one of my elements in here. Let me show you. This photo, so the day that the authorities say, oh my God, maybe there is something to this, they could go get the person who put this video together and they could figure out that that's a fucking body that has been wrapped and is hanging over the fire. But not, wait, let me turn this. Not until then, until that time happens, I'm going to keep showing the story. Those are the machines. That's the wrapped body. That is the fire. The green bench, the things hanging in the air, it's all here. So the frustration for me is, why wouldn't anyone go ask for this video? Like, why wouldn't this video be looked at? For shits and giggles. For the reason that it matches. And the truth is, I don't care how stupid it sounds. It sounds stupid to me. But when I look back at all my videos and I see that my machinery and my elements haven't changed, and the same elements and the same shapes and everything are in this photo, wouldn't you think that you would just take a little risk and go check it out? Like, that's what I would do if I was in a position that allowed me to. So, pictures like this aren't deep faked. And I'm going to keep showing these photos over and over in the beginning of my videos because they're so strong. And they really sum it up to those who know this is the truth. Because this is the truth. This isn't a fake photo beneath a photo. This video shows it really clear. You would think, you know what, I'll take a risk because yeah, I do see a torso on the platter that you've been laughing at for the last year and a half or almost 2 years, whatever you want to call it. Even if the authorities sort of kind of think they do, it's like sort of kind of think that someone has 100 kids in their basement hidden. If you sort of kind of think that the kids might be under the house beneath 7 layers of plywood and cement and plaster, if you sort of kind of think they're there, does that mean you're sort of kind of not going to go look? Does that mean you're just going to not go look? Because you sort of kind of think they're there? That's more of sort of, this is more than sort of a head and a body, torso on a platter. And those are all my elements. The blue, the white, the maroon, the green, the red, the table. I mean, it's all here. It's all here. I've gone over this picture hundreds of times. So that's like my question. Like, I would think if I was laying dead in my house and you sort of think I was laying dead in the house, you'd come see if I was dead in the house, not be like, oh, I kind of thought she was there. Like, God, I kind of thought she was there. Damn it, I should have followed my gut. My gut. I could have saved 100 children. So that's where my frustration is most of the time, because this isn't our first video, you guys. This is like 611. On day number 1, I was talking about the same thing. So this is this dude's video. Summer Story is what the video is called. I mean, why don't we just put her bloody fingerprint on it and see if anyone would respond then? I'm starting out with his stuff because I am showing you how his drawings and his paintings match Robert Vaughn's equipment, diagrams, and elements that he created back then match these drawings. Both of their drawings are telling the same information. The drawings of these butterflies and the equipment being used to draw the butterfly and the way they show the hands and the metal that goes through the hand is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's story. When he says he is telling the Summer Moon Wells story, he is not joking. And the day that anyone gives a damn, they will call him up and ask, how the fuck does he have the story? Think about it. This picture is Summer's story. Below the photo and the drawings that he is showing you says Summer's story. He says it right up front. They're not hiding anything. Right? The very first drawing, and I said the butterflies are part of this, of Summer's story, he is telling you that he knows that this went through her head. He is telling you the story. It's right there. Look at his hand. It's in the drawings all the way through his whole entire freaking video. This is probably Summer's head. What's the difference, you guys? This is Summer's story. He says it's Summer's story. And this is the bar that's in her head. Watch this. So when you know the elements and you're being told what to show you guys, do you know how frustrating it is? Here, I turned this one upside down. That I know that this is her story, and he's saying it's her story, and here's a matching element, this is the same story. This is Summer Moon Wells's head. He tells you right in the beginning of the video, he tells you this is Summer's story. Right there. Right on the canvas that he is painting. And why is it that it's not being looked at? This is Summer. That's her butterfly. That is Summer's butterfly. I've got a whole thing on here on the butterflies because they all have them. They all have them. We now have a clear photo of Gabby Petito's butterfly from her video. Robert Vaughn and Bob Vaughn, whoever he is, told us the very first week Michael Vaughn was gone, told us how important the butterflies are. This is Michael's butterfly. This one is Gabby Petito's butterfly that comes in the darkness in her video. This is Gabby's butterfly that's in the dark part of her video. It just doesn't stop, you guys. It's all the same. And Scott draws these butterflies. And when he says he tells a story, the story is being told. Drawing killer. Well, drawing the killer. It's written there in black and white. And then look what pops up in the bottom right next to the butterfly. The head with the AV on it. This is all his video. These are the frames that I landed on to grab from the video I just showed you. This is it. So when you know your elements, let me show you, and you see this photo next to the butterfly on the canvas that says Summer's story, you sort of have to look and be like, you fucking kidding me? Like, that's the A. That is the A that goes on those heads that I showed you. This is very secretive information. This is the information that they put out there just for those who know what it is to see it, because they're supposed to show it, but yet they show it in the darkness so no one sees it, but yet they think they're doing God's work. Make sense of that one. It's a bunch of crock of shit. Wow, we're doing the things that we're supposed to do, but don't tell anybody. We're doing the things that brings God's work, but don't let anyone know you did it. It's secretive. We have to hide it. Oh, okay. You're probably the same kind of person who hides smoking a cigarette. So, see, it's wonderful. So if you're new to coming here and putting thumbs down, I like to use people as example. It's so much fun because I'm clairvoyant. right? One of the things I do, I can't do it if someone asks me to, but I could do it when haven't been given permission, because that's the witchy side of me. There's there's two sides of someone who does this. That's the bitch side of me that likes to sneak up on people in a sense, but that's why I don't really do readings, or I could stand in a room with 100 people and then call out a certain person, but probably not if someone stands in front of me and is like, give me a reading. I don't do that. But what does happen is the messages that come through when people do thumbs down is I'm telling the truth, and that I'm speaking God's truth. I'm speaking the truth for them because they cannot speak the truth, because they are extremely weak and very, very ignorant. So because they can't speak the truth, they give the thumbs down so I could speak it for them. See? So they're in a place in their life that they hate so very much that they're asking someone to help them. So they come in here and do thumbs down so I could help them see the truth. So I could help them see the light, because they're very, very sad, lonely people. And I'm here to give them gifts of the light, because they're in a position where they're just so deep swimming in their shit that they actually come in here to get light. So that's what they need. They need to come in here. So everyone in my chat room, protect yourselves and put protection around yourself if you don't want to give up your light. That's all you need to do. You don't answer. And I actually give them light. I don't know if you see thumbs down. I have no idea. I don't always see them. I see like an image come through, like a thumb. But I don't keep the score over here, so I don't know. But I just know that they come here because they need help. That's all. So I am giving you light, and in hopes that you come out of your darkness, and this channel helps you. Anyways, so this is Summer Moonwell's story, right? And his photos really tell a story that matches Robert Vaughn's information. Within his videos, here he even shows the pressure cooker. And the pressure cooker is right up on the top frame. That's a pressure cooker. Not sure why it's in the video, but it is. And the other pictures I need to bring back in, because I brought this guy back in. For those that are new, this is Enan Harsh. Enan Harsh was the Idaho 4 neighbor that was doing, first he said he was doing flame throwing the night they left, but then I heard he also said he wasn't home. So that was very confusing to me. As soon as his pictures came out, I grabbed the ones that spoke to me. And he was always a peculiar character. Now, I'm not saying he's guilty or not guilty, but his character, yeah, you may not see the thumbs down, because I actually turned mine off. I just turned it off as that one came through, so I won't get disrupted. This guy was a very crazy character, and his information really did show elements. So when I saw Einen Harsh, whatever his name is, here, it reminded me of the food truck, as if he was standing in the food truck. So I'm bringing this back up because I really need this photo. Wait. Oh, I have it in the next slide. Wait a minute. Copy. This photo is what I wanted to put in here so I could hold on to it. This is really important because this shows a sacrifice, and this actually is in the food truck. This same thing is in the food truck. This same photo. So this I needed to bring up because I know that there's particular people watching my videos that weren't before, as far as people that can bring justice. It's as much as I could say. So it's important that I show particular elements that maybe a law enforcement will see it and be like, do I see it? Don't I see it? So I like putting stuff out like this because you know it, because you're seeing it. It's really here. You know, it's right there. You guys don't have to worry about protecting yourself. As soon as you're in my chat room, there's a protection around my chat room. So because there's a protection of light around the chat room, that's what brings people in that need light, because they're being drawn to us. Because we're so popular and we're so powerful. Oh my God. Okay, so this is still Mr. Harsh. These are elements. These are called critters. The critters are on the end of his pole. The pole is really the poles that you see in the sacrifices. So everything that is on his pole, not only are the critters on this pole, but the pole itself is part of the sacrifices. Let me pull in closer. I'm going to show you how this is so representative of all four of the Idaho 4 murders. Let me show you. This is extremely like poetic, should I say, to the Idaho 4. Now, just because I see it doesn't mean it's there. I'm telling you a story over the photo that I know to be true. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is not all 4 of those victims were the 4 victims that were found. There's a victim that they're not talking about. That's the first thing that comes through clairvoyantly. There's a victim that no one knows about. I just don't think there's a victim not being discussed. There's a victim that is a no name. Just like how there's kids and children that they don't have names. They don't know their names because they haven't been made important to people. That's why they want justice, because no one knows they're gone. They don't have a name. They haven't even been identified to themselves. So this is Enon, and this is poetic to the Idaho 4 or 5 murders, whatever you want to call it. But there's someone here that we don't know. Want to know who knows? He knows. See the heads? Right there? Look above the heads. Right here. This is the most important information that can be matched. These critters on top, 1, 2, 3, are the symbols to the person that was murdered. This symbol here is what you can match. You can match those symbols. The symbols and the symbols and these dots are what identifies each subject. These here are just, I don't know, for fun. I have no fucking idea. They're characters, they're trophies, they're pieces. But it's these symbols that are, I think they're done like, you could read them, what I'm being told, you could read them through the computers, their computer system, their software. It's like their software picks this up. This is the most important information. These here tell you the people. And the only ones who are going to know I'm right are the people who created these programs, right? Well, I'm just telling you that that's what I see. That's what speaks to me. And that's why I see a symbol here and a person with no name. No name. Over to the left are the drawings that match this process, right? Those are the drawings that came from Robert Vaughn. I don't know who Robert Vaughn is. Unless I ever met him, then I'd know. But I showed you in the other videos, it's in one of the Elements Only videos, that go over his drawings. His drawings really do show all the elements that are used and also expressed through Scott's paintings. Scott's paintings and this guy Robert Vaughn's diagrams match. If you take the drawings, the diagrams from both videos, and you were to turn them into physical pieces that they're built, they have molds for, they built them. Just like they could build a car, they could build a mold to hold a torso. This is what Robert Vaughn's video is showing you. And then what's to the right here is from Casey Anthony's trial. This is her daughter. This is about her daughter. This was in Casey Anthony's trial. It shows what they did to her. This is this. So when I've only showed this by itself, it's a little hard to wrap your head around it, right? Because you'd rather be like, oh, you fucking kidding me? There's no way. Okay, I'm leaving now. I'm going grocery shopping. And just not walk away from it. I can't walk away from this, you guys. It's a problem. But when you take this stuff and you could bring it back to the drawings of how it was made and the blueprints, that's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level because the blueprints and everything that they have drawn. Watch, let me contrast this. Let me show you how the 5, I'm going to contrast this. You're not going to believe this. How the 5 is in the middle of the box, just like the 5 is in the boxes that I show you. It's right here. It's just really light, so made a little darker contrast. It even has the 5 in the box. The 5 and then the little 5 here. Like, this is the blueprints to me. Here's the big 5. Here's the little 5. Here's this box that smiles. It's right here. This is the box that Summer's telling me I need to get. The box is really the only thing that is tangible to get. Everything else is frickin' scattered. It's the box. It's the box. And that's what came out. The box. So this is the box. Let me make it a little smaller. So when I said, so as I'm going through this presentation, right, I kind of go as it's being shown. I didn't know, once again, that that was going to be, oh, come on, number 5 box, come on. I'll just make shorter. It was actually going to be something I was just about to talk about. I just said talk to. Oh, you guys, I wish sometimes you could hear what I hear. So as I'm talking to you guys, I'm like kind of fumbling over my own words because I'm kind of fighting it because I hear it. Interesting. I was just saying I'm going to make it bigger. So there's 2 boxes here. Wait. I put, oh, interesting. I must have copied and pasted 2 of the little frames next to each other. Let me show you what just happened. Katie, Jack, these have names on them. Katie. Give me a minute, you guys. Something. Fuck. Wait, it's gonna work its way through. 2 boxes. It's showing me, it's really trying to show me something that's very important here. Wait, let me turn them, you guys. It's in one of the boxes, but not the other. Wait. Copy. Turn it this way. Okay, here's one of them. I think they're 2 different ones because I captured the smaller frames beneath the frame. So let me see. Let me brighten it. There's something very significant, very different between these 2, but it's ever so slight, so copy. It's like this one and this one. You guys, between these two. They show a different story, but they're the same. There's another layer added to this one. Or layers missing? It's, oh. You see this piece? It's trying to show me a piece that's another piece we could find. It's this piece is in this one, but it's different over here. This gets pushed up. Ugh. See how it's hard to see? Okay, wait, I have to copy and paste it into sections. Wait. It's in this piece that's we could find. This is part of the trophy that they keep. They keep okay. So the boxes are different. One has a little thing on the bottom and the other one didn't. This little thing. So the box, this is the box. Let's keep going. Huh. Jody Sue. Jody Sue and Benny are the only other ones that show the same kind of scribble dibble dabble that match the original to me. I'm going to call them the blueprints. Way in the beginning of the videos that I have of Benny and Jody Sue, they show all the scribble scrabble. I mean, I kept it because I didn't see it as scribble scrabble. I saw the elements speak to me. I immediately saw the number 5 pop off the pop off of this piece of paper because it was right in the middle and it was a number 5. So every time that they'd show this stuff, I'd be like, oh, I see how these are the same as the blueprints and what's going on in Scott's paintings. So this is what they kept showing every time Benny and Jody Sue were together on a video. I'm like, what are they showing? I just kept collecting it, right? What they keep showing throughout different videos is the same information. It's the same information. The number 5, which is connected to the box, with the number A, the little person's face, this was all showing up in their videos. Wait, I gotta go back. Oh my God. You guys. That's what it was just trying to show me. That Benny and Jody Sue's information is this drawing. The top part. Remember I kept saying they keep trying to show me the top part? The top part? You guys, I blow myself away. I'm sorry. But watch this. There it is. This is what my spirits were trying to tell me to pay attention to. That is that. The number 5 I just showed you is the 5 in the middle of the drawings. That's where they put summer. Holy fuck! You guys, that's where they put summer. That's where they put summer. That's her box. That's her box. This is Summer's box. Holy shit. She said pay attention. This is what's always in their drawings. This is Summer's box. Oh my God. See? It's the same damn thing. Now, she said to turn it. There's other 5s. She said I have to line it up. Oh my God, you guys, you turn it. Check this out. You guys, there's other people here. Watch. It depends on the way you turn it. That's the difference. These are the same. This is the same conversation. This is Summer. You guys, it's all predetermined, the location. I have to turn it a certain way. It's the other one. Wait. If I could, it's like a riddle sort of. If I could, there's a slight difference. Let's go back to what she was trying to say. There's a slight difference between the bottoms of these. This one. This one. The bottoms. The boxes are different. See? That's what it is. This one has the little box. One, it happened and one it didn't. But this is Summer's. This is Summer's. And this, the pink and the white and stuff, is what's over here. It's this. So this, oh, this, it's this. Summer's box, number 5 box was always right there. That's her box. Goes like this. That's her box. Right there. The top of this is this. This is what this is. This is what bangs it into the ground. This is what, boom. This is the machine that holds the box. See? These are the blueprints, and it's showing you how they systematically get placed in the ground. So I just showed you here. Here is, wait, Summers 5 that gets placed in the ground. Right here. Right? And there it is right there in the round thing. It's showing you the placement of this number 5. Wow. See, so in the little corner in the right hand corner is the machinery that they use. So that's what the machine looks like. And this is the drawing. So in other words, I'm talking out loud, you guys. The drawing that we see there reflects this. Jody Sue's drawing, number 5, whoops, right here. The number 5 and 5, boom. And the physical machinery that is what the machine was built off of that drawing is reflective of this. Oh, there it is. See it, you guys? See? It's not the red thing, it's the one right there. Boom. Wow. It's that is the machine right behind her that goes through the head. I have to be blowing someone away right now because I'm sorry. I know that this is the real thing because it's not like the first time I'm looking at this shit. What I'm telling you right now is this is what Spirit just showed me. That's Jody Sue's drawing, but this is the machine right here. It's right in her picture. Look how it matches. It's right there. And this is what goes in the head. It's right there. It's right here. Watch this. That, where's the picture here of Summer? Come on. It's so funny things don't move exactly as fast as you want them to. So that thing in her head, this is all coming together. I mean, seriously coming together. What you're looking at is this. This is all the same. This is that machine. This is all the same. Wow. Here are the number 5s and all the matching little pieces. That has to be Summer's location There's the box with the 5. It's right there. And this is from Robert Vaughn's drawings. This is what it turns into. I think it's Robert Vaughn's ones. The left-hand side is from Jody Sue. And this is from Scott's video. This here is a perfect photo of all the boxes. To me, it's a perfect photo. I mean, he's drawing a butterfly. He's not drawing a butterfly in this video. And these are some of the photos that were in his video. If you look down in the smaller frame, you'll see this, the triangle. And you got the thing in his eye. It's just a lot of stuff. Now we are headed to the picture of Jody Sue's video of her driving a car. Jody Sue's video shows her having a sacrifice in the back of her car. It starts out just with some girl in the back of her car. Okay? Scott Schollz, Schullz or something. And this video slowly changes really to it looking like Summer Moon Wells in the back of her car. Because this is really what it turns into, Summer Moon. I'm going to point this out just in case you don't see it. Yes, Scott E. Schollz. This is one head. And this is another. 1, 2, 3. Green, white, maroon. Maroon, white, green. Jody Sue's car shows this super clearly. Super clearly. This was from like the June 15th, 16th, the first week. She doesn't have, I don't think she has these videos up anymore. But the videos in the beginning, like I said, I have all the information and everything that I need. I don't need any more. Because anything they're doing now is just nothing. 1, 2, 3. These are different faces within her phone. The back seat of the car is really what any person that's in a fake car, like Benny and Jody Sue, show this stuff in the back seat of their car because it's fake car. This isn't anyone's car. And the fact that that shows in the back seat, the first week Summer went missing, I'm really not sure why no one has questioned about it. This hasn't been questioned. Because if it would be questioned, we would know. These are clearly heads. This is what Summer's fake head looked like. One back here. One right here. There is no difference between these two pictures. The one to the left is from Casey Anthony's trial. What they show in their fake car is the same thing that we see throughout all the Summer Moon Wells videos. This is Jody Sue's car. This is Casey Anthony's car. Jody Sue's car, this face back here goes from a man to a woman to a child. These are the elements in which I always say are attached to the head. This is that little number 5. White, maroon, green. When they show different elements, and I sometimes show them real ginormous, it doesn't matter. It could be big, small. Here's the green face that accompanies every victim. These are victims in her car. Where'd I get this one from? Jody Sue's. Oh, maybe these are both Jody's. I don't remember. So now the man in the back seat turns into like a teenager. So it's one car ride. The number 5, the green face shows the number 5 on the box, and this person is being victimized. Here's a side by side showing you how there's multiples of the people. Green face, the white. This face is not, no matter if you see it or you don't see it, these aren't the same. They're different people in the fake car. Here, again, they're different. This face, this is supposed to be all the same car ride. This is the shit I'd love to be explained to. You know, but it's elements. Number maroon, the white, the green. It's always those colors. Number 5 boxes on them, but they're always the same colors. Maroon, the green, the white. Again, I'm showing you close photo of, what is this? Huh. I don't know. This is Jody Sue's car now with the head in the front seat with armor on the head. And this might just be showing something. I don't know. Gotta wait that out. This is from Scott's drawings. This is from, I want to say the paint, not the painter. I can't remember. I would think it's Jody's. But here's the maroon, the green, the white. Here's the number 5. This is probably what goes into the ground. But they're telling the same story. See? This here is telling this story. These are, again, closer, different photos of what's going on in Jody Sue's back seat. This is what's going on in the back seat. Michael Vaughn really, to me, shows clearly in what's going on above the head. The butterfly dude has it right here. He not only shows the drawings, but he shows the little critters. He shows the little dog. See that little dog he drew? That same dog could be found in, let me see if I have it here, in the blueprints that are put together. Wait, here it is. That are put together for this machine. He actually has a photo of that dog in his machine. Let's see if I have it on this one. I might show it in here. We'll see. Molly Golightly. This is a perfect example of what happens to the eye and what's happening in this photo. This here. This comes from Robert Vaughn's video. That is the same thing as this. The machinery that you see with that little teeny thing there, the pressure thing, and this is a blue box. This isn't really Molly. I don't know what's going on with her, but this is really showing the equipment in use. And behind Molly is a little girl or whoever this is coming out of a back room. This is nothing more than the elements I just showed you that they're like on her face. To the right is from that Robert Vaughn, and to the left is the painter. They're showing the same information right here, here, and here. Little hole back there, little hole over here. Molly's face slowly looks like this. And what this is it's in a cylinder. You see there's like something in here. It's not like her head, it's like a little embryo. I don't know what that is. It's really weird and freaking me out a little. I'm changing it. What you see here on Molly, to me, this is just the blueprint. Here it is. And it's the same thing that we just looked at in JODIESUEBROWN's. But here's the number 5s I didn't notice earlier. Page 46. Look at that. Watch. Let me flip it. These are so they used these on her. They branded Molly with, like, it's not really Molly, right, you guys? We don't know who it is. But these are like, hold on, this is what they used for branding. Come on. Okay. Here. So those are right there. Let's see if I turn it. It's the 5s and the 3s, or whatever you want to call them. So here's more of the drawings. What I'm showing you is how the drawings and the paintings and the physical elements that have been selected are really all coming together really nicely. Because they're between this here, these things here, it's the same as this. This is the blood bank that I showed you matched Jodie Sue Brown in Benny's room. This, in the blood bank, they show these little things. And it just happens to also be in Robert Vaughn's diagrams. This is all here in his diagrams. See? that looks weird now. Thing in the middle that's like darkening in a certain area. These are telling the same story. Interesting. Huh. Let me see something. Page 49. That middle photo. Is getting super dark. So usually what happens when I see something start to pop out, like, and I know it's not what it looked like earlier to me, I have to call it out. This. This. This is going to be a part of the story that the kids remember. They know what this is. They don't necessarily know what the drawings are or who Molly is. They don't know that. This, they know. They know this part very well. This part they remember. How strange is that? This part they remember. It's stopping me. So this is the wall between them. So one person here is more significant than the other. The ones with no names is the one to the right, or maybe the left. I don't know. But there's like 4 different spirits here. There's like There's three. There's a receiver. The person over here doesn't seem to be the one in danger. This person. They're already deceased over here. This is done. This is, so what we're looking at in Jodie's videos, they're already dead. They're saying they're gone already. It's just, it's part of it, but this they're saying is they're gone already. This is them, but this is a receiver. This is them. This is him. This is him. This is us. Here we are, and here they are. I'm just repeating, you guys. Here we are. That's what she's saying. Here we are. There they are. They're right there. Here we are, and here they are. We're here, they're here. They're there. We're here. We're here, and they're over there. That's what they're saying. This picture to the right is from the Idaho 4. It's from the fraternity house. And this was all the way in their woods. I believe it tells me the story of how these, what's happening with these people. So It shouldn't have been there. Both sides, again, tell the same story to me. Things are being put down, they're being brought up, they're being put down. This is the blood bank that I have the video on, this blood bank. And this is, to me, to the right is like a head in a cylinder. And it's the same thing as I have shown you. I think it's the next slide. Wait, let me see. Showed you in. Make sure it's here. Yeah, it is. It's in a couple slides. Let me go back. The picture to the right is like a head in a cylinder. To me, it just reminds me of Summer Moon's little chipmunk face. And the one to the left is the little chip that I just showed you. This is the room. It's a whole big video that they have, and they show these boxes. And the information that they show to me is the actual room. These are the maroon, the white, the green boxes that they have in this plastic container. This video that shows, I've got it written down whose it is, but it tells the story of all of this going to the water. This to me tells the story, the part of the story that is the descent. It's a descent. It's the aftermath. This is the blood bank, and there's the white piece of the machine that matches. It's a white piece with the red tube in the middle. And that is the same situation that you see drawn to the right. What are you doing? It's my dog just like sneezing up a storm. These are telling the same story. This is what matched Benny and Jody Sue's video perfectly. This is the blood bank that I don't know what it's doing, but this shows the elements. It shows the machinery. It shows the maroon, the green, the white boxes, the number 5. This really gives the story of the purpose behind what they're doing. And then it gives a video of all this chemical, biochemical, whatever this shit this is. They show drawings and as if it's going through the body electronically. It shows this, and this to me is science. So when I see these boxes and I see what's going on in this room, it is connected to science. It's a science. And this is Jody Sue Brown's and Benny's video that they have, that you would think that these are the same locations as if their body is sitting in the room that's the blood bank. They have the same video. The maroon, the green, the white 5s, they're going in a circle. That's a victim, even though it's on Jody Sue's video. These are the same locations. So here we follow the elements. I don't follow the locations because those are always deep faked. It's not happening all over the country with the same equipment. It's happening in very small amount of places with the same equipment. But this tells the same story. And these are the little heads, or the number 5s, little, I call them heads, but they look like little boxes that look like 5s, but they have something to do with the brain, the head, whatever it is at the end of the day, never changes. And these are 3 completely different videos. Completely different. This is what they're doing. These are the little white, maroon, green boxes. Whole thing. And this is the scientist doing this in the room. You know what? I'll pull up the video maybe next time, because the video is pretty incredible to watch, because you actually see this shit in motion. And this is really clear how this matches. Super clear. Yeah, I think by showing the motion, the video in motion, it will help you guys, because here you see it, but I think in motion is always better. Look. Here's the maroon 5's down here, the green, the white, the V, the metal. Here's more of the 5's in here. The whole video is just contaminated with all this shit. This here is the guy, I bring him up all the time because I believe there's some connection. This is the guy that had the red hair, whose TikTok followed Kylie Rodney's TikTok. And his information, this is what's under him, is just incredible information that links his videos to Kylie Rodney's videos. Every time I go back, I see more and more information. The one in the middle is the blood bank. But this is just showing you, see how this is even layered in 3? Showing you how they're all the same. JODIESUEBROWN's backseat of the car. Now look at JODIESUE's backseat of the car. It keeps changing victims. Could someone please make sense of this? The person in the back seat is now in a number 5 uniform. It's all number 5s. So the person in the back seat consistently changes, and they wind up looking like, oh, that's where I got it. That's Molly Golightly's one of her TV shows. Anytime Molly Golightly watches TV, just happens to match someone's sacrifice. This information here is the same that's going on in JODIESUEBROWN's car ride. So now there's a little face back here. This is a little face. A little child's face right here. This is a bigger face. So what the fuck is going on, JODIESUE? Same situation. Same situation. You always go to the A. The maroon V, A, whatever that is on white. And it's always connected to the face. It's here and it's here. Always connected to the face. Here's the red-haired guy. So this is his icon, you guys. This is the video that follows Kylie Rodney. His icon has the same information as the victims. I want to show you this. I have a station I'm following every time they put children up. These are the little white things that these kids get put on their heads. I don't know what they are. But their bodies get, and there's this one here is a heart. And they also get this on their eyeball. So there's a channel that I'm following. The children have these things on their heads. and they have that little critter hanging from their eye. So I'm putting this out there because I'm finding it with each passing week, I'm finding that it's going to be super important to locate particular children through these YouTube channels that really no one looks at. Because what I'm being told is those are going to be the ones that will be removed quicker than the other ones. And these are the ones that really show the children's faces the clearest. Because the other channels, I'm being told, is the sacrifice. So this is really the child, even though these are elements. See what's on the head with the strings coming through and the eyeball? These are elements, and they're all blonde hair, blue eyes. The blonde hair, blue eyes kids are the kids that we know. Then there's kids that they don't talk about or show, but they're in there. They just don't care. They're the ones with no names. They're the ones that no one talks about. They're the ones that the world will forget ever existed if we don't do something. Those are the white things. You know, those are the immigrants. Those are the ones that come through that just were sold, sacrificed. I've shown this before. It's Molly. This is Molly with again a great show on TV. She's showing the equipment. This here is the food truck. Oh. Okay. This here. Remember I said this is the part the children know about. This is the part. This is the part. So this the food truck is this. This is the part they know about. This is this and this is that. Oh, wow. Copy. This is this. Oh my God, look how that matches. This is from Jody Sue's car. That's a match. This is a match. Wait. You don't see the other side. This goes here. On this one over here, we don't see this side. We just see this. Or is it this? Wow. Holy shit. This is Jody Sue's car, and this is this. Wow. See? And then that's the machinery. Oh, you know what this is? The boob. This is the boob. This is the boob. This is the boob on the car ride. In the car ride. Remember, I'm like, oh, there's a boob. There's always a boob. Here, let me show you. Let's see. I call it the boob. I don't know what it is. It's like a frickin' thing. My dog is making really weird noises. It's chewing something. All right. Here, well, I could sort of show you. It's like not the milk jug. So I don't confuse you. Wait. Nah, I'm not going to pull it in. It's just going to, it's the part that was in the glass that I call the boob. So this is Scott the painter's photo to the left. What is the dog doing? And then that is the food truck. What are you chewing on? Weird. Oh, he's chewing on my sweatshirt. Nice. And that's the food truck. These are like the same circumstances. It's basically what I just showed you. And this is Molly and Bullhorn Betty's TV. All they're doing is showing you part of the equipment. This part of the equipment. Now I get it. This is the red equipment in the back of Jody, Sue, and Benny. This is all coming together. Look. That is this. See? That is that. And it's what the Bullhorn Betty and Molly are showing in the TV. Same thing. See? They both have the dogs on it. Same equipment. The one to the right was the one that was laid out. The one to the left is Molly and Bullhorn Benny's TV. I don't know why. I don't even know where the other one's from. I'm showing that this is all the same. Whatever's going on Molly's face is the same thing that I'm showing to left and to the right. Whatever that little machine is that moves. It moves like. And Gabby Petito, I'm throwing this in here because this photo is so representative of everything that I have shown you so far tonight. How is it that this photo doesn't get recognition when it's showing Gabby Petito in a uniform covered in blood? There's the A. There's the stuff on it. That's the first of all, it's not Gabby. I don't know what went on down there, but there's a lot more people other than the Gabby. Crop it. And show you exactly what is going on in Gabby Petito's car. Contrast it. I'm going to contrast it. This person couldn't be any more obvious that something's wrong. There's the hat. Look at the shit in the front. There's something completely wrong. You never saw this photo? Go to Fox 13. Go to Fox 13. Look at the video. Stop it at 1.23 minutes in. And you will see this. It's not deep faked. They show her like this in the video. This is how they show her, you guys. And look at what this is. I wish I was cooking. Let me let the dog out. Go down. See? See how this person's connected to something on its head? Look at the top of this person's head. Look. The police, I think that's a police hat. So crazy. And this is supposed to be Brian peeking in the window or something? Brian Laundrie? Well, that sort of looks to me as if someone's looking down in a one-way window. Looking down into someone. Just like they do in Summer Moon Wells' case. Something's wrong with this picture. Big time. That is, again, the older pictures that show the blueprint to this shit. I'm showing you the V's and the metal pieces that get used around the neck. I'm about to bring in Gabby Petito's butterfly. She had this in her mouth. I don't know how anyone missed that one either. This is Gabby Petito's butterfly that I showed you the other day. I got this from the darkest, complete black spots in their videos. On my phone, you got to do it on your phone. You can't videotape it because it will give too much shadow. This is what shows up. And I brought this up the other day, and I'm bringing it up again today because of the videos that we have Scott doing these butterflies. That is Michael Vaughn's grandfather. Bob Vaughn. Robert Vaughn. This is the Michael Vaughn's photos that doesn't get any traction. I'm showing you how there is a complete connection between what's on his forehead, which I didn't really do very well, and the butterfly images. Somehow, this is where they all get their spots. There's these white spots, and I believe if I were to line up those white spots to the different lights that show up, I think that that's the pattern between the lights and what winds up on the spots of these butterflies. And these butterflies could be found in the darkness of these videos. They're there. And they're definitely butterfly wings. And they all look different. But what they are is what this guy Scott is painting. His paintings are of these. And I would venture to say that the little dots, these little dots that he has on the rims of the butterfly would match the dots, and it would match up to the person that was sacrificed That's what I want to say. But his videos are crazy. They're crazy. See in the back, see the bottom right-hand corner, the box? It's probably the box that we want to go find. That's probably the box that Summer's talking about. Like that probably is the box that when in the beginning of that video I say, the box. It's exactly what it looks like. It's a little box. Right here. That box right there. Sit down. Sit down. Right there. And this I'm showing you because this is what the butterflies remind me. The butterflies are bringing me back to this. Now, the photo to the left and to the right was from Maddie, one of the Idaho 4 that was murdered. She had 6 photos left on her Facebook. And one of them was this. And I knew it spoke volumes. And it does, because it tells you the story of what happened to her. In Kylie Rodney's video of her friends partying at the party, they show the same thing with these dots and these little critters on the top. I know that these kids all died for the same purpose. This is part of the story that the victims know about. They know that this is part of who they are. So this is why I'm able to share this, because they know about this part. They've saw it like prior. Somehow they were shown it. Maybe, I don't know. Somehow they were shown it. But they know about this part. Let me darken this. The little critter faces, this is from Kylie Rodney's friend's party. The little critters that are on top of these things and go run down the side is what I know matches the elements. So those are the critters that I call critters. And this particular victim, Maddie, if in fact the authorities really wanted to match her up to this, they could. All they do is follow her trophy, her information that makes her hers. That's her. That symbolizes Maddie. Everyone's is different. But everyone somehow goes into those little things that look like butterfly lights. But this is Maddie's. From the Idaho 4. It has to be, because or else it wouldn't be on her Facebook page. I mean, that is Kylie Rodney's. I know that's Kylie Rodney's because that's what's at the party. Maddie's is right here. Same place. Wait. Different. Let me show you where it is in hers. It's right here. It's the maroon part. Not the one with the bumps. The maroon part that's underneath the ones with the bumps. That's hers. So that is Scott the painter's to the left, and the one to the right is Robert Vaughn that has all the blueprints to this thing. Robert Vaughn is actually showing you the pressure cooker and what gets connected to it, and this stick is in the middle, right? But the pressure cooker is like the head. You see that? The pressure cooker has a smiley face. It's the head. No different than, let's see, goes this way. I'm trying to turn it. Well, oh, I see what I should do. Just flip it. Okay, so it's just like this. Is the same thing as that. This one just has a face on it. It goes like this. See the number fives, the gray or white fives? Over here, it's just sort of hanging. It's the same. And these are the sticks. So the one to the left is from Gabby Petito's Butterfly. The one in the middle is what they superimpose or place over Don Wells's door. I call that Summer's door. And to the right is from the blueprints. So what that tells me is something is just stuck in the ground. And it's the box. Like the box is what's in the ground. They're little teeny things. They're not so big, but they represent the hole in the head in the cylinder. That's what they represent. Now, forgive me that I'm showing this, but I'm going to be bringing one of the Idaho 4's mother to show you of what's going on with her eyeball. This is one of the moms of the Idaho 4 girls. Her photos really help tell the story of her daughter, especially the eyes. What you see in these eyes are the most important elements to the person that's already deceased, gone. And what they hold in their eyes are the elements of their children. So the way that the lights and the way that the image is placed in their eye with those bright lights, as well as the one to the right, is very symbolic to their own child. So the image that you see to the right is the same image that you see to the left, but to the right is from both Casey Anthony's and Lori Vallow's story that's on Netflix, has the same information. They show the elements. They show the elements. This is the corner of her eye. I know it looks funky to you guys, but when they show these thin, almost like clear tubing, and each eyeball has the same reflection, as if the reflection of the lights in the room look the same, but yet when you get closer, they're elements. they're really telling the story of their child, if they know it or not. Each product that I show you, these little things with the lights and the dots and the sticks, all those it's just a way to identify the person. They're just identifying them in a way that's universal so the group understands it. And to the left is what Kylie Rodney's picture had of her in that chair. What's up on top towards the head area, again, is the same equipment from the beginning of time. Here's another photo of one of the Idaho 4 mothers. Many times I will grab the photo of whatever one of these parents have rubbing towards their eyeball or under their nose. It's either the eyeball or the nose. And most likely it's shaped just like the green face or number 5. But it always is the same as an element. So what you see to the right between the arms is the same element that you see being rubbed on the eye. Now, I'm not saying she's doing it. I'm telling you that it's been placed there. I don't know who that is. I don't know who she is. I don't know anything other than that element that gets rubbed on the eye, smelled in the nose, is usually this. It's the same thing. It's a trophy. It's a trophy. And gets all shoved in a car. This is from Casey Anthony. They show it quite perfectly, all the equipment that goes in the fake car. They show it really perfectly, even by color coded. Casey Anthony's videos show the equipment being taken out of the car and being put in the car. What you see to the left is Summer Moon Wells' box. I guess it's her box. That's what I was just told. This is her box. So this is her memory box. How about that? So take that to the bank, bitch. This is her memory box. Maybe it gets placed in cars, because what you see to the left is, oh, that's Summer Wells. And that's Casey Anthony's case. That's hers. They're the same thing. That's the same. You guys are looking at the same element, just one Summers. Kaylee is the daughter that went. Kaylee, right? That's her name, Kaylee. Casey's the mom. Kaylee Anthony. I believe that they're showing her box. They're showing where she is or what they did to her. As the one to the left is Summers. So whatever that is, that's what they keep. That's what they save. That's the memory box. Oh, thank you for number 1s, you guys. I'm like totally spacing out. There's Gabby Petito. Gabby Petito's circumstances were exactly the same as every freaking case. Oh, was that Gabby Petito's mom? Not Idaho 4. Look at that. I screwed up. That's Gabby Petito's mom. Wow. It's Gabby Petito's mom. So that was Gabby Petito's mom with that thing in her eye. So I have to clarify this. I have to put it out there right. This is Gabby Petito's mom. This is Gabby Petito's. So this would be Gabby Petito's lights. And that's Gabby Petito's trophy. That's Summer. And that's Kaylee Anthony. And this is Gabby Petito. And the picture to the right came from Gabby Petito and Brian's photo. Look at that. I knew it didn't come out right. Believe it or not, this is what I chose to end my live with, is this photo. Because this is what it looks like, and this is what they all went through. Whatever this is pretty sad. But they know that this is gonna happen. They know this sight. Like, so the kids see this, somehow they know before they can't see it. They know this before they can't see it. Because when I look at it, I could tell that they know it. And all the elements are here. The number 5 box with the let me show you something that they know. This is what they recognize the most. Wait, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the element that they recognize or were introduced to. This element is one that they get to see before they can't see it. Okay. This one here is one they get to see. It's more so of what's under the tent here. It's this area. Okay. This. All right, let me bring it over. Turn it. This area, they see this before they can't see it anymore. Just this here. What's under the tent. I'm going to leave it on this picture, and we have concluded this video for today. This was a really, really interesting one, you guys. I can't wait to listen back to it. Muffin Top, my wonderful mod, thank you so much. Thank you all my subscribers, my members. You guys keep me going, and really, you just bring it every time you come here, and I thank you for that. Thank you, Muffin Top. Please subscribe on your way out if you are not a subscriber. And thumbs up would be amazing. Thank you. You guys have such wonderful, sweet words. Have a great Monday night, and may justice come really soon. Spread the messages, spread the information. Get it to people that can make a difference. Whoever you think that might be. Thank you all. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday night. And I will talk to you guys soon. Good night, all.